Good evening. Today is Sunday, June 25th, 2006. This is Brian Shannon speaking from Alpha Trends Blogspot. I've got the 10-minute chart of the Qs on here right now, and just wanted to quickly make the point that this market is still continuing to act pretty poorly with these lower highs that it's making here. And I think breaking below the low of last week near 37.90 or so could really hurt this market. The Federal Reserve meets this week, so that's going to make it a little bit tricky in here. And Mr. Bernanke and his friends have the ability, I think, to potentially save the market here, although I think that's the outside chance, or continue to give caution that could cause people to sell their stocks from here. So continue to exercise a lot of caution. I was slightly encouraged, as I'd mentioned in the prior video that didn't work, about the strength of the Russell 2000 rather here on a 10-minute time frame with all these higher lows and a much more constructive pattern than the Qs. And here we see, what I outlined this cup and handle in here, and potentially getting above 69.10 could be bullish for the Russell 2000, which in turn might lead the Nasdaq higher as well. I'm going to go ahead and just get right into looking at some stocks right now. First one that we'll look at on the long side is AZPN Technology, AZPN. And I've still got some trend lines up here because I already recorded this video and it went over 10 minutes, and that will get rejected by Google. But AZPN Technology looks like it had a shakeout in here below this 12 and a half or 12 or so dollar level, and spent a month or so under there. Now it's recovered. It's trading in a tight range. Looked like it could have been a reason to buy on Friday above this level. So we didn't get involved there, but I think what you could do now is take a look at this stock, maybe buy half a position here near 1240, add to that position above 1255, and then set your stop under this 1230 level or so. So AZPN looks like they shook some sellers out on that weekly time frame. It's rebuilt a nice base, and looks like the momentum might be coming back into this one. MDTL is a stock we had looked at earlier last week, Medicis Technology, and I had mentioned this MACD divergence where we saw the stock had made lower highs, the MACD had higher lows. It's been trading with resistance at $20.20, and when we look at this 10-minute time frame, as I've got in here, these higher lows, and we've got that resistance at 20.20. So I think getting above $20.20, you could put your stop below these lows here near about $19.60. So maybe about a 60-cent risk on the daily time frame. It looks like it's got maybe some room up to about the 20-day moving average, near about $21.5, $22 a share. So I think it's got good potential, but we're going to have to see what happens with it as far as whether it can get above that $20.20 level. Don't buy it unless it does. MENT, Mentor Graphics. What we have here is a very nice looking bullish chart on the daily time frame, and on the weekly you can see it's above all these rising moving averages. So on the daily time frame, I think we could see a test of the highs near about $14 a share. It kind of broke out on Friday, pulled back a little bit, and now what we have drawn in here is that I think you can buy it in this level near 1275 to 1280. Put your stop down near 1265. It was rising on increasing volume on Friday. It pulled back on pretty low volume, and then we had heavy volume at the end of the day. So big volume without further downside here at the end of the day looks to me like accumulation and a good reason potentially to get long this stock in here, which again is MENT. OPTV, Open TV. We looked at this one last week. It's got a very bullish looking daily, and actually if we look at the weekly time frame here, much longer monthly. Very bullish looking on that time frame. Weekly's looking good. The daily here very bullish. So I think getting back above the highs from Thursday, above $3.78. I think you can buy this stock. So buy it at $3.79 on strength is what I'm suggesting here with your stop below 368. So 367 would be your stop there, and I think we're going to see it quickly run up towards about $4 in a share. Probably test these highs up closer towards about $4.10, and then potentially on a bigger move break out past that level and head up towards $5 a share, but that'll be a little bit longer term type of play. Peregrine Pharmaceuticals, we were in this one last week too. I think that you can basically, the daily chart looks real nice in here, as does this weekly time frame. So when we look at the 10-minute, we can see that it started to make some higher lows. And right now, I think you could buy this stock at these current levels with your stop below this low right here at about $1.63. So I think you can buy this one at about $1.70 and put your stop at $1.62. The stock looks like it's going to move from here. Maybe you buy half position now and the other half above $1.72 as it gets some momentum and can move out of this consolidation it's been in over the last week or so. Quest Communications, symbol Q, has a great looking weekly time frame. The monthly, we can still see it's still got some room in here. Nice looking chart. So when we look at that daily, we can see that it's in a nice uptrend. Now it's got to get above these highs here of 768. Getting above 768, I would buy the stock with a stop just below this low here of 754 on Quest, symbol Q. A couple shorts to look at, SIRF. This is SIRF technology. What I was pointing out here is that we had this gap lower. It rallied up a little bit, then declined. Now it rallied up to its declining 50-day moving average and looking like it's starting to have control by the sellers again. Wednesday, it had a big rally here. I think that's a short squeeze. When you see a sudden violent rally like that, that quickly diminishes here as it just, people get tired of it. I think the way to play this stock is to sell it short below $30 a share and set your stop above this high right here, which is about $30.57. So I think, let's say $30.61 is where your stop would go. So maybe risk about 60 cents on this. But it looks like it could get hit pretty hard in here on this weekly time frame. Looks like it, last week's candle made what they call maybe a spinning top. But the point is the sellers have retaken control, and it looks like it could come down quickly in towards about this $28 level or so, 28, 28 and a half, somewhere in there. Next stock we'll look at is Whole Foods Market, WFMI, and as you know, I've been looking at this one and eyeballing it here on this weekly time frame as a potential big breakdown, and the daily chart continues to act bearish, and I think breaking below this trend line in here would be what really becomes the catalyst. So as I was outlining in here, I think if you can see a rally up towards this level in here, which is about 62.30. I want to see a rally up towards that level and then see that rally fail, set my stop up here. I think that then you're going to be able to see this stock potentially really fall apart on WFMI. Lehman Brothers, symbol LEH, Lehman Holdings. I typed it in wrong, LEH. Why'd I do that again? LEH is the symbol. Lehman Brothers looks very similar on this 5-minute time frame with this uptrend in here, but the daily chart is looking very bearish. This support becoming resistance in here near the 10-day moving average. 10-minute time frame, we can see that it rallied. The 5-day moving average is starting to flatten out. We've got this uptrend line, and now I think breaking below this $62.50 level is what could really push it lower. But I think the way to play it is maybe on a rally up towards 63 if that rally starts to fail. Or let's just do it this way instead. Below 62.70 with a stop, let's say above this high right here of 63.10. I think then you're going to see, once it's below that 62.70, that it could potentially really get cracked pretty good in here. So that's all I'm going to look at right now because I don't want to redo this video again. My name again is Brian Shannon. Thanks for visiting my blog here at Alpha Trends. Best of luck trading this week. Keep your share size small and tight stops. Be quick to take profits when you've got them because we've got the Federal Reserve and things could get very volatile again this week. Thanks again and have a great week.